This video showed up on my Explore feed.
I told him I have 2 kids, and he say, "I need the restaurant." And it's been 45 minutes, nothing. 45 minutes. Well, he never came back from the restroom, so I think I have to pay and leave. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave cash. So yes, pretty. Thank you for leaving me alone on this day.
Basically, dude abandoned her after finding out she has 2 kids. Bro didn't even finish his steak and salad. Like, come on, cuz. It looked like a medium rare to me. I'm hungry right now, which, I would have at least done before ghosting, but that's neither here nor there. So when I saw the video, one of the most liked comments is very interesting to me because I actually really disagree with this take. Crazy how most men who were raised by single mothers will leave a woman to be a single mother and then move on and then leave a woman for being a single mother. I think this is interesting to say because when I was on dating apps, I always filtered out women who had kids. I made sure nobody liked or matched with me who had kids. Listen, I'm in the favor of the opinion that me, Aku, I am not patient nor secure enough to take care of a child. Whether that be having an offspring, adopting, or being a stepfather or whatever. Nothing too personal, but I know my boundaries and I know what I'm not capable of providing with the utmost care, love, compassion, and attendance. I have a lot of things going on in my life right now and a lot of progress being made to achieve goals that I'm excited to see happen. All of these goals do not involve having kids around me or being a parent of any kind. I am not a role model yet, at least in my opinions. That's how I look at myself. And if you disagree with that point, this is how I look at myself. So think about how I will externalize that onto the children. You get what I'm saying? Like I want to be a Superman. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not Superman to the kids, then what am I? Just a father figure who's a bum? Like you get what I'm saying? Like a father who ain't there, a father who can't be a leader, a father who can't be a man. Like you get so. When the comment mentions that most men raised by single mothers will leave a single mother, assuming he's trying to be sympathetic to struggling single moms out there, I offer the counter argument that most men, as he says, I believe most men are not mature, secure, or just overall capable enough to step into that role. And this is a huge commitment to do, especially to someone who you don't even know that deeply or know the deepest flaws of this person. One of the worst things you can do, in my opinion, is be in a child's life and then leave, right? If a single mother is constantly dating different men, they going over to the crib, they eating, the kids' Lunchables or, the fries and the chicken nuggets, right? You know what I'm saying? And the child is getting to know them. Then a breakup happens, which happens all the time. And now the mother is single again. How do you think the child is going to feel or be affected as they grow up when they keep finding hope that they might get a father figure? And then the father figure just ain't around anymore. Their real dad ain't even around to begin with, but now even the other people won't stay around. And the dating scene is very difficult to navigate through. Even if you're dating and you don't have kids, here's the thing. People say I've seen people say well, if I have kids and, I'm dating, I don't need to let that person meet my kids for an extended period of time at least. Well, it can be very stressful as a mother to think you have the hope to have a father-like figure in your child's life and then eventually become disappointed because, again, people split apart all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I think most men aren't ready to be parents. And people say that when you have a kid, my best friend told me this when I made this exact argument to him that I'm making this video. He's like, Andre, there's something that happens when you have a son or a daughter. That day when you decide to have a kid, a flip switches in your head where your whole purpose in life changes, it feels like. You may not think you're ready, but then when you have that child, suddenly your brain puts you in a position to be ready to be a father figure. And when he told me that, I think his point is very reasonable and understandable. Actually, I really think he's right. I think a switch will happen. Maybe for any of the people watching this video who have a son or a daughter, or you're dating somebody and you're gonna be a soon-to-be parent. Maybe you understand what he's saying, and you can agree that he is correct. But I think a lot of young men have this everlasting fear like myself that I'm just uncertain if I will step up to the plate once I have a kid or once I am needed for that role. Also, being a parent with someone else is a huge thing. You don't know how someone is going to be in 10 years, even 5 years. People change so rapidly, and sometimes you don't know the projection of how people will change. Some people, like some people that you'll know that they'll change in 5 years, right? But you know the projection, how it's going to be. They're not going to be like a completely different person. You know what I'm saying? But like how you were 5 or 10 years ago may not be how you are today. And that can completely throw off or make a relationship incompatible or parenting styles incompatible. It can mess up a whole dynamic because of experiences we go through. That's why I always felt I needed to wait until I was older to decide that I want to have a kid or not. I have a lot to learn and will always be learning, but that's why I said I need to be secure first. I'm not just talking financially, I'm talking mentally. I need to know myself more. I need to feel more solid about who I am at heart before I could try to be a role model to a hypothetical child I would have. And I need to love myself before I could even love this child like that. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen is if you just start loving everybody else, or you can love everybody else, but you don't love yourself, or you don't value yourself. This is what I mean about that Superman thing. Like, you want to be a superhero to your child, but if the superhero doesn't respect or love themselves, like, what kind of superhero are you? Like, and I don't want my hypothetical son or daughter, the day that ever happens, to see their superhero, their Superman or whatever, just being a bum, bro. Just not loving, not caring about themselves, not respecting themselves. So with this topic and the video of this girl getting ghosted here, this is a deal breaker. And yeah, she should have communicated beforehand too that she had 2 kids. So you want to have had your time wasted. But you can't be resentful over something like this, because at least the man knew that he's not ready to invest into something like this. He saved you. He protected you. He did you a favor. What are you mad about? Okay, sure, the bill. All right, whatever, fine. But at least, look, he protected you. And it may have sounded like I was joking in the beginning of this video, but I wasn't. Like, I would have still ate the food, that steak. You know what I'm saying? I would have stayed the whole date. I'm gonna be for real. Like, I wouldn't have just got up and left like that, because, you know, I'm ordering food. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless the only time I would actually get up and ghost like that, like he did in the video, unless she was difficult to be around, or if I drove really far and I just felt like, okay, I drove really far and then you just dropped this on. Actually, you know what? I'll probably stay for that too, because I'm probably hungry at that point. You know what I'm saying? Listen, but if she was like really difficult, then I would have just ghosted straight up right there. And like, I'm going to leave you with the bill because you're that much of a problem to deal with. And I've seen the argument being made. Well, I see people make this argument. She'll be like, well, she doesn't have to tell anyone she has kids. What? They're going to find out sooner or later. What do you think? You can't hide kids from a guy you're dating forever. And how do you think they're gonna feel when they find out that you've been hiding something from them? You ever had someone lie to you, right? But you didn't know they lied to you, and then you find out like months later or like days later. It's like, it feels more disrespectful. It hurts you more when someone lies to you and you find out, right? On your own. Think about how they're gonna feel when you say, oh, by the way, I have 2 kids. Like, what? So, like, it's not fair. It's deceitful. I'm gonna be for real. It's not being protective. It's not being reserved. It's deceitful. It's a big part of your life. They're gonna know. And your child is somebody who you're supposed to love and care for, right? It's supposed to be a big part of your life. As a mother, you should know that, right? So that's why you should be upfront about it. Your children are part of you. So to hide something like that, yes, it is deceitful. And if you're dating, like if you got these 2 kids and you're dating, you're not interested in anything serious, and again, you have 2 kids running around, I'm literally confused about your priorities. I'm gonna be for real. Like, it's just weird to me. I don't know, bro. This is just how I feel about it. Let me know how y'all feel down below. Love you all. I'm out.